Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Richard Tyrone Jones. I'm Ginger! Yay! I'm a poet! Yay! And I have chronic heart failure! I'm joking, of course, I'm joking. I'm not really Ginger. Later that day, the echocardiogram, and this was the first time that I'd ever looked inside my own body, turned out to be intimate, almost homoerotic, somehow religious, and definitely reminiscent of the 1986 Dennis Quaid film Inner Space. Echo. Strong black hands and thin white gloves grease my chest and apply the probe. Like gazing down into a modernist cathedral. From the atrial vault we see the flapping tapestries of the mitral valve like spastic butterflies, or the clapping of white Baptists who can't quite stay in time. We descend to the floor of this bloody transept. Our view screen, that of a bathysphere trip, 9 fathoms deep into your own corpus. Track left, enhance, I imagine Dante in a submarine, battling an exo-suited henchman. The soundtrack, a wobble board, digitized, a clashing red blood cell tide. Was that a cross on the wall? An elder priest walks in and advises, I take a look at that again. It's not a cross, more like a puckered anus blowing us a kiss. A roadblock, a crater, a heart attack in training, a stroke gestating. In my mind's ear, I hear the guy whisper, "Blood clot." It's a grainy picture, but it's black and white. I won't be going to that party tonight. Only at this point that the doctors put me back on the antibiotics that they'd taken me off on entry to the hospital in case they interfered with the warfarin. I noticed an almost immediate improvement as one variety of phlegm, brown, left lung, consistency of Wrigley's chewing gum, caused by the infection, lifted, leaving me with just the other variety of phlegm, white, both lungs, and how to do justice to its frothy richness. Well, every time I corked some of it up, I was reminded, it's been ages since I had a McDonald's milkshake. So I won a visit from the heart failure nurse. I quipped, well, with a title like that, you're probably never going to prove as popular as the Tooth Fairy, say. Might need a bit of rebranding. She responded with, well, with a heart like that, you're now more in danger of developing heart rhythms which are not conducive to life. Might need an internal cardiac defibrillator. I think she won that one. Kind of a distressing setback after I'd been talking to an incongruously foxy Italian-American student doctor. Heartstopper. The ward's tourniquets sport smiling cartoon Draculas. All night, old men's alarms have burst my dreams. A med student, red-nailed, raven-haired, immaculate, asks so many questions, it's like she wants to date me. She reads my wrists with slow, sharp-clawed precision, then joins the rounds. If I were well, I'd love to rip her skirt off. And at that thought, dark lightning strikes my chest. Sweat drenched, I pour for oxygen. Panic button. It's like my plug's been pulled. Breath fades so fast. I whimper, "Mum, I love you," with my last. But the heart monitor nurse bursts in, rips back the curtain, shouts out, "He's had a gap!" The rest dash back, Asks the student, can you get his shirt off? She panics, how? They just cut it, like on television. I'm failing. They're about to defibrillate me. Clear! But 2 docs have already stabbed in cannulas. Adrenaline, stakes, slow paths through my bloodstream. I'm alive, but empty, trembling, vasovascular. See, but before I knew about any of these health problems, I was a sperm donor. And it turns out that Cambridge graduate semen is actually quite highly prized, even if it is ginger. I should also point out that this is how ginger people breed. I mean, come on, face it, no one's ever actually seen any of us mating in the wild. If I am going to die on the operating table, I'm not going to die listening to Bill fucking Collins.